Welcome to Tabletop Battle Adventures, DDay, 1030 hours, Turn21, Part 2. For the details, have to go back and watch the introduction video. We are looking at Carentan, held by the 6th Fallschirmjäger. Their platoon is almost full strength. They also hold both bridges leading into Carentan. The bridge here has minus 14 damage. The river lock, also held by the 6th Fallschirmjäger platoon, is open, has been for the entire battle, and is flooding these green fields. Infantry advance, no run, no vehicles. The 1058 Grenadiers, nearly annihilated. I think they have 7 soldiers left. They are being supported by the 6th Fallschirmjäger and 2 armored vehicles from the 100th Panzer. The 506 platoon taking heavy losses and doing their best to get to those bridges, destroy them before the German armor arrives, turn 24, from the Panzer Division. We have 1 company. Over in Omaha Beach, 916th Grenadiers, 1st and 2nd Platoon, continue holding off the they're actually crumbling. They're about to flee the battlefield or be destroyed. But they've done some damage. The 116th Infantry, Company A, 1st Platoon, made it through the starting to make it through the first barbed wire. The 2nd Rangers, Company C, 1st and 2nd Platoon, has made it up to the first barbed wire, but making some cuts this turn. And the 743rd Tank Battalion, 1st and 2nd Platoon of Company A, doing a great job blasting the German defenders and still in the fight. Let's get to the first dice of this turn, which will be German. But before we can do that, the U.S. won the ambush roll-off at the end of Part 1. Let's get to that U.S. ambush. The U.S. ambush options will be 506 2nd Platoon Leader, Sergeant Braden. And that's it for here in the hedgerows. Over on Omaha Beach, 116th Infantry's got a sniper on ambush. Snipers are able to start on ambush. It's one of the house rules. The other sniper from the 116th is also on ambush. And the 2nd Rangers, 1st Platoon snipers on ambush. The 116th sniper is going to spring his ambush. He's going to fire on the 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon LMG team that's in this small bunker center screen. Normally a 3, but in that bunker would be a very difficult shot, so it's going to be a 4 out for the sniper to get a hit. Oh, nice, he gets the hit. Killing on, these are regulars, so 5 and 6s, wounded on 4s. Just that pin. Sniper is an NCO. He's going to give out 1 order dice to the 743rd 2nd Platoon Leader, Jimmy Jackson. He's going to receive a fire order. He's going to fire at the bunker, trying to blow this bunker up. I think there's 18 damage, and it takes 36 to destroy the bunker. We've got the 916th Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon Leader, 1st Lieutenant. He's a radio operator, and also half of the 1st section, including an LMG team. So we want to make them get out of that bunker and flee the battlefield. And we're going to be hitting this bunker on a 3. Just going to aim for the bunker, do damage to the bunker. You get the hit. Normally be 2d6 damage for this particular heavy AT gun, but because it's a bunker, it's just 1d6 damage. 3 more damage, that takes it to 21 damage. The hull-mounted MMG will not be able to fire. The only target in the arc would be these soldiers over here from the 916th 1st Platoon, 1st Section. And these soldiers here from the 2nd Rangers, 2nd Platoon, 1st Squad, that are about to make a cut through the barbed wire, they would be blocking that shot. So, however, the heavy machine gun we will use 3 shots, and we're gonna target. Same. We're gonna go for these soldiers in the small bunker. We need 7s. First Lieutenant is able to give out 2 order dice. He's gonna radio the Navy, and they're going to go ahead and call in that Navy strike. And we're gonna target. Let's try and take out this small bunker. So they'll need a 3 to hit, and the soldiers inside, there's the wounded soldier on the top is automatically down already. He's bleeding out in a few more turns. But the 3 soldiers inside, which is the 916 Grenadiers, 2nd Platoon, 1st Section leader, and an LMG team from 1st Section, they'll go down half the number of hits. Navy strike coming in. That's a hit. And it's 1 through 3. It will be a 3-inch HE round, and if it's a 4, 5, 6, it'll be the 4-inch. Got a 3-inch coming in. 1d6 damage to the bunker. Yeah, 5 more damage. That'll bring the damage on this building to. The soldiers inside did not go down. I forgot that they're in a bunker, so the bunker has to be destroyed before they're going to take any pins from this shot or damage. So, but the soldier on the top will be hit. So the soldier on top be dead on anything but a 1. Find a nice spot to roll here. Killed. And this will be, what was it? Shoot, forgot what the damage was to the building. Is it 3, 5? I think it might have been a 5. I'll fix it later. We're going to go with 5. So that's going to bring this up to a 6 damage. And this bunker would be destroyed at 12. It's halfway to destroyed now. 2nd Platoon leaders, 2nd order dice. He's going to radio over to the company 1st Sergeant. He's going to open fire. We need a 4. He's going to be in long range. So yeah, he's going to go. He'll need a 4, and he's just going to continue to damage this bunker here. So needing a 4. Miss. 2d6 in the scatter dice. See where that 2-inch HE round is going to land. It's going to fall short. Probably land on the bodies of the Germans in the trench. Company 1st Sergeant's going to fire with his hull-mounted MMG. 5 shots. We're going to do our best to put a pin on the 916th 1st Platoon sniper that's on ambush in the bunker. So he'll need 7s though. Tough shot. 1 possible. Looking for another 6. Company 1st Sergeant's able to give out 2 order dice. He's going to radio over to the 2nd Platoon tank. here. Receive a fire order. And he's got the heavy AT cannon gun. And I think same deal. We're gonna keep knocking out this bunker because the bunker's got the 916th Second Platoon Leader's radio operator, which allows him to call in artillery strikes here on the infantry on the beach, which happened earlier and devastated the Rangers. Most of their losses came from that. So we want to keep knocking this bunker out. It's the last stronghold on this side of the battlefield that has any fighters inside. So we're gonna need not long range, so it's just gonna be on a 3 to hit the bunker. 3 up. This is 2d6 and a scatter dice. Might still hit the bunker. We're gonna be aiming for the very end. It does hit the bunker. D6 damage to the bunker. 2. 23. Only 13 away. Now the second platoon tank's going to open up with the hall-mounted MMG. 5 shots. Needing 7s. We're going to again try to put a pin on the sniper. Tough shot though. Needing 7s to hit. 1 possible. Need another 6. Company First Sergeant's second order dice is he's gonna radio over to the first platoon leader, who's gonna receive a advance order. Before he advances, though, he's gonna first order this first platoon tank here, and he's gonna open fire on the bunker. He's gonna need a 3 to hit the bunker. Same spot. All right, gets the hit. Normally it would be 2d6. Make sure here. Oh, just d6 hits. So now it'll be d3 damage. Just keep chipping away. All right, 3 more damage. Bunker's up to 26 damage. Only 10 damage to fall in. That means next turn, most likely. I have to. So my daughter, she asked to take command of the Germans, and she ordered me to have the Germans retreat from Omaha Beach, and that way in D3 turns they'll enter the hedgerows battlefield on one of the 2 roads, and it'll be a random roll, say odds this road, evens this road. And then she said for this table she wants me to continue to attack from Carentan to take out the surviving 506 soldiers. I think it'd be better to fight to the death over here to slow down the invaders for as long as possible. But by next turn, this bunker is going to collapse, and if we pull the soldiers out of the bunker and continue fighting, they're going to end up like the rest of half their platoon that's mangled and in bits and pieces in the trench. So maybe she's probably right. And there's a tunnel from the back of this bunker that goes under the road and comes out in this bunker. And this bunker has only got 6 damage left too. So maybe we want to exit the back of this bunker and just flee off the battlefield this way. Think about it. Next up, first platoon tank, hull-mounted MMG. It's going to open fire, again trying to put the pin on the sniper. Needing 7s to hit. 743rds. First platoon leader's second order dice is going to He's going to radio over to the T-34 Calliope, my favorite. It's got to be one of my favorite tanks, along with the Crocodile flamethrower tank. He's going to order him to advance. Now, anytime the U.S. forces, infantry, or vehicles advance on the beach or the light-colored, kind of brownish tan terrain, they have to take a landmine check. But that is not the same as the orders test. If they needed to take orders test, it's order test first, then the landmine check before moving on advance or run. So 10 and under. If they fail, roll on a landmine chart. Here we go. Rolling on the landmine test. 10 and under. Gonna fire his rockets. And we're gonna fire the center of this bunker. So that's gonna include the bunker, there's a 9/16. So the bunker itself, the sniper inside, the 9/16 1st Platoon 2nd Section Leader, and the 2nd Platoon MMG. And then we'll measure from the center and see if the soldiers here in this bunker will be within the 6-inch area. We're going to have the bunker be a target. This bunker is a target. And even misses are going to be devastating. Oh, actually the sniper and the bunker itself are the same target. I suppose that would be the correct way to do it. Because this bunker here with the soldiers in it is one target. So 4 possibles. Let's start with the original target, the center of this bunker, the sniper. Get a direct hit on a roll of a 6. 2d6 and a scatter dice to see where that shot's going to end up. First miss. No damage. Now the MMG team. Closest are on the back side of the bunker. Another miss. 2d6 and a scatter dice. And that miss lands right there. Next we'll go for the 2nd Section Leader. Needing a 6 for a direct hit. 2d6 and a scatter dice. Lastly, the rocket headed for this smaller bunker. Reroll. 2d6 and a scatter dice to see where it's going to land. Germans have gotten lucky this time. Fall short. Got lucky. The T-34 Calliope's MMG will have no shots. First 743's first platoon leader now will advance. Landmine check. 10 and under. First platoon leader's gonna fire the main gun. You know what? I think he's got a more clear shot if he goes for the large bunker. So we'll just try to do some more damage. We'll be needing a measure. We'll need a 4 for long range. Excellent. Gets the hit. Be Instead of D6 damage, because it's a bunker, be D3 damage. Just 1. 7 damage. So this bunker is still very strong. Alright, can we, like this one here is halfway, needs 6 damage to be destroyed, and only 10 to be destroyed. He's now going to open up with his MMG. He won't be able to shoot the 916th, 2nd Platoon, 3rd Section leader because of his own soldiers in front of him. But he will be able to fire at their platoon sergeant from 2nd Platoon. And it'll be the 3s, movement 4s, hard cover 6s, single man 7s. So yeah, definitely 5 shots needing 7s. One possible. Needing another 6. Excellent. Get a pin. Germans, officers, and NCOs are veterans, so they die on 6s, wounded on 5s. Just a pin. And that is going to be the end of the U.S. Well, actually, there's still the immobilized Sherman with the bulldozer blade, and there's still the excellent Sherman Crocodile flamethrower tank to act. But we're going to be needing an ambush roll-off. Next ambush roll-off, Germans, brown die, Americans, green die. Americans, the next ambush. 2nd Rangers, 1st Platoon sniper, springs his ambush. He's going to fire on let's go for this platoon sergeant. Needing a 3. 2nd pin marker on the platoon sergeant. And again, he's a veteran, dying on 6s, wounded on 5s. 2 pin markers though. The sniper's a sergeant. He's going to order the Rangers company 1st sergeant and his messenger to run and get into some cover, because there's been a lot of fire coming from the Germans in this bunker from the 916th Grenadiers 2nd Platoon. So we're going to get that company 1st sergeant out of the range there. But he's going to have to take a landmine check. 10 and under. Landmine. They step on a landmine. On a roll of a 1, they take a 2-inch HE landmine hit. On a 2-up, it's D3 pins. Yikes. So, first of all, D3 pins. 3 pins. Plus 2 penetration. So instead of dying on 5s, they're dying on 3s and wounded on 2s. Company 1st sergeant is blown to bits. So is his messenger. Damn landmines. So he won't be able to give out any orders now. And now we'll be on to another ambush roll-off. And for the U.S. forces, there are only 2 soldiers still on ambush to make for them to roll off. This 116th sniper, and then on the hedgerows table, the 506 2nd Platoon leader, Sergeant Brayton. But we'll still roll off for the ambush for the sniper on Omaha Beach. Ambush roll off. Germans take the initiative. I'm going to finish there for the night. Next, about 3 nights from now, the Germans will have the initiative with the ambush. Still working toward that first dice of this 1030 hours, Turn 21, which will be German. Company 1st sergeant stepped on a landmine. Gotta look before you step. To flee the beach or to fight to the death? That is the question. Thanks for watching.